The people have spoken. Utah has been officially named the nerdiest state in America. You guys got a problem, and we're here to provide you with your weekly fix. Let your geek flag fly as we guide you through the latest and greatest nerd news. So throw on your best spandex and get ready to warp to light speed as we enter the world of fandom.
Home screen.
Hi guys, this is Jessica Lane, your official nerd herder for our first episode of Fandom, your official news source for all books, games, and everything nerd related. This week we're kicking off the show with some exciting news from E3, and later on we'll be talking to Logan Long, a finalist from the sci-fi show Face Off. Face Off. This week Microsoft announced that they will soon be offering backwards compatibility.
While we weren't sure it was possible, today I'm pleased to announce Xbox One backward compatibility.
That's right, you will soon be able to play your favorite Xbox 360 games on your Xbox One console. Which is great news for all of you that haven't already sold your Xbox 360 games. Now let's talk some Battlefront.
AT-AT incoming! Targeting our base!
EA officially released its gameplay trailer to the much anticipated Battlefront. Everything, including the graphics, general gameplay, and just the Star Warsiness of it all, is nothing short of spectacular.
Yes! Walk her down!
After years and years of waiting, Battlefront fans finally get the game they've been waiting for. Take that, Stormtroopers! Fan of the Halo franchise? I am, and Halo Guardians is on its way. Microsoft really turned some heads this year when they allowed their beloved fans to become a part of the Halo experience.
So you kind of enter, it's kind of like a UNSC ship. You sit down, you kind of get a little intro.
Then it got really cool.
Walking through a hallway and seeing an actual waypoint just right there in front of me.
Immersing players right into the game with their new HoloLens technology.
So then you keep going, and now you're in a room. The hologram of Sarah Palmer just starts talking to everybody.
The game is expected to release October of 2015. Speaking of HoloLens, Microsoft also unveiled its new plans for Minecraft. And let's be honest, it's pretty mind-blowing. Literally allowing players to immerse themselves in their own worlds that they've created and build everything with their own hands. It's like digital Legos. So just in case you've been living under a rock this week, here's some things you missed at the E3 Expo.
You enjoyed that. You're damned right.
The This week, our special guest is Logan Long from Sci-Fi's Face Off, Return of the Champions. Hi, I'm Jessica, and I'm here with Logan Long. He is one of the finalists from Face Off Season 8, Return of the Champions. How are you doing today, Logan?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic.
I've spent 10 years in the Air National Guard in California. I come from 3 generations of military fighter pilots, but I've always had a passion for the effects world. And I really feel like I need to give myself the opportunity to pursue it and get paid to do it. This is a dream right now.
So, how long have you been doing special effects makeup?
Couple decades? No, actually. Truth is, only a couple of years. But I've always had a knack for art, I think.
What was the first project that you did that kind of made you say, all right, this is what I want to do?
Actually, I've got it right here. It was a mask that I made in 2009. Myself and 3 friends set out to make Halloween masks just to see if we could.
It looks pretty awesome, and especially when you look at what's happened since then. So I was gonna ask you, what is your dream project? If you could work on any film, any franchise, even something new, like what would your dream project be?
Timing of that question is convenient because Alien 5 is supposed to be in pre-production right now, and Neil Blomkamp, if you need help, or the fellas over at ADI, I'm available.
This is your guy.
Right here.
On the show, once you would get your theme, you guys wouldn't have a lot of time. You'd have a couple of days to get a project done. From the time you got your theme until, obviously, the finished product, what was your process?
Immediately after giving us the criteria, we'd have 30 minutes to conceptualize, which didn't work for me. I just played the part. I drew what I could come up with in that 30 minutes, but almost every single time it was in the van ride back to the studio that I came up with my idea.
Okay, so Race was your coach this season, and I was wondering, what did he do for you coaching-wise that helped you grow as an artist?
Race especially, I thought, was an incredibly good coach. He likes to pontificate and get really into the weeds philosophically almost on color theory, and he'll cock his head sideways and squint. That's the Race look. If anybody knows Race, it's like this.
What was the backstory of the voodoo doll?
The character as a kid was tortured with a voodoo doll.
Right.
And tortured so much so that by the time he grew to adulthood, he started to take on the form of the voodoo doll.
Right.
And actually sort of become the voodoo doll. And that's why you see these little disgusting flaps of flesh that he's trying to prevent it.
Of course, we must talk about the troll.
That actually brings up your previous question about process. I had a big backstory to that troll that the judges didn't care to hear. And it would have explained away some of their big criticisms of maybe the way the flesh looked.
I'm sorry, it's time. We're going to talk about Slayer. Slayer.
Logan, I can't wait to hear the backstory, but all in your superhero voice, please.
My name is Slayer.
So this was my challenge, and all of our challenge was to come up with a superhero that was unique, which, if you really think about it, that's hard to do.
Yes.
In some way or another, most of the characters with most personalities have been done.
And most characters have been done twice, once by Marvel and once by DC by different names. Yeah.
Slightly different attitudes and histories. So I thought, rather than try to come up with something within this century, go into a different period of time, I more or less created Batman, a dragon Batman. But I'm cool with that. And I think when you take a character and you put him in a different time period, he deals with other problems.
The winner of tonight's challenge is Logan.
Well, it is sort of a love-hate relationship with having the show over, by the way. High from the finale and then just a crash afterwards.
All right, well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. It was a pleasure to get to meet you and see your work. I'm a huge fan. Yeah, the season of Face Off was awesome. Awful.
This was awful.
Okay. Next up, Jared Seach with our movie review of the week. It's Seach Week, not Shark Week. Wait, when is Shark Week?
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jared Seach with Fandom coming at you with an official movie review. Our first review takes place 75 million years ago. It has been 14 long years since the Jurassic Park franchise has graced us in the cinema. Now, Jurassic World can be summed up pretty simply. The park has been open for about 20 years or so, and as with every attraction theme park, the attendance will go down and the money grabbers will swoop in to save the day, and this time it's with genetically modified dinosaurs.
Probably not a good idea.
Life, finds a way. So obviously that means the hungry I-Rex is inevitably gonna break out.
We have an asset out of containment.
And eat everyone. Now let's move on forward to my likes and dislikes. First like of Jurassic World. There is no shortage of dinosaurs. Dinosaurs in petting zoos, dinosaurs in cages, dinosaurs getting fed, dinosaurs swooping up from the ocean and eating freaking sharks. I, for one, am super excited to see the Mosasaur. Jurassic World like number 2. There is plenty of dinosaur action. And my third like of Jurassic World, which is so epic it deserves its own like, is freaking Chris Pratt riding the motorcycle with the raptors beside him going after the I-Rex. It doesn't get any cooler than that. Okay. Now we gotta get to the dislike. My first dislike of Jurassic World is this overabundance of CGI. What made the first Jurassic Park film truly special was the mastery of Stan Winston and his puppets and props and integrating them into the newly developed CGI, using CGI as a tool rather than the main course of the film. Unfortunately, that's what you're gonna see in Jurassic World. My dislike number 2. The story is gonna be a little bit predictable. The story does just enough to be what it needs to be for Jurassic World. And my third dislike of Jurassic World, you're not gonna get that same feeling you got when you first walked into the cinema, 1993 Jurassic Park, dinosaurs and everything's all new. It's just not there. We've all seen it before. It's old and it's hard to bring back. So don't expect that same magic you felt the first time you watched Jurassic Park. It's not gonna happen. On its own, Jurassic World, excellent film. In the end, I'm gonna have to give Jurassic World a 3.5 out of 5. Definitely worth the price of admission, even 3D and IMAX. As always, if you like what you see, go ahead and comment and like below. Let us know what you thought. I'm Jared Seach with Fandom. I'm out.
This is a silence mask. I actually made 2 of these for Dan Farr's first Comic-Con. I don't know if you recognize it, but it's from Doctor Who. This one is Tickle Me Elmo. It's obviously Predator. Yep, Koba's teeth are falling out, but he was experimented on, so that's okay. And this is a mask that I call Incubus. It was made for a local crew. I don't know if you know them, the Brute Squad. That's the Mohican Demon. I don't know. Some of these were I just did them for fun. The troll above it, that was actually one of my audition videos for Face Off. It's half foam latex on the bottom, so the jaw articulates. This was also from one of my auditions. I took it out to LA with me, and it was a Krampus character, a cyborg Krampus.
Hey, books are awesome. They're making a comeback. So Daniel's going to tell us which ones are the most awesome.
This is Daniel once again at Gamers Inn. Today we're talking about the book Twisted by Michael Brent Collings. Now this is a very scary book. It centers around the Douglas family. They just recently purchased a home and some dark and mysterious things start happening. The main villain or ghost of this is a ghost that used to take pictures of children back in the 1800s those post-mortem pictures of children, and starts to come alive back and starts haunting the family and taking them down. Now this is such a creepy roller coaster ride of a book that I literally could not walk around my home at night without the lights on. It scared the bejeebus out of me. This is a great book. If you love horror, if you love a fast action pace, this is the book for you.
This is MTV Cribs. Check it out. It's my tiny little shop. This is the 30-minute conceptualization station. No, that's not true at all. Here is where I get to spend as much time as I want conceptualizing and drawing. This was our version of Slender Man. This is sort of a finishing station, sort of the all-around station, painting, etc. I have to plug one of my sponsors, Mel Products, Makeup Effects Lab. These guys have hooked me up with a lot of cool stuff. My foam latex oven. I found it at the surplus store. It's an old incubator for a science lab. And that was Bela Lugosi at one point.
All right, guys, well, that wraps up our very first episode of Fandom. Join us next week where we're going to be talking about FilmQuest, Utah's very own film festival. See you later, geeks.